Hello, friends. Welcome to the first episode of the Hidden Power Podcast, episode 0, if you will. And this is my name is Andrew.
I'm Anthony.
We are good friends,
Yep.
and we have decided that we would like to talk about Pokemon with you and to each other,
Yeah,
because that is what we do.
yeah. We've been friends for a while. We talk about Pokemon. We did basically every time we're together. I guess the podcast is mostly going to be just a place where we can get our thoughts and feelings out about certain things. Mostly the video games, because that's mostly what we're interested in. Our competitive teams, what we think of the future, stuff like that. But
We're super excited about the upcoming Pokemon games, Sword and Shield, which are releasing in November, as everybody should know.
yeah, they should know that. Yeah. Basically, we just want to. This is gonna be like a starting point. We're gonna build a whole channel from here. Is the hope. If we get big enough, where we want to have like guests on. I really want to get maybe some competitive players. We're big fans of Wolfie and Cybertron. That's lofty goals. Yeah, this is for the future, but
Right. Definitely.
we're gonna be updating you guys hopefully on Pokemon news, what we think is gonna happen in the future, what we want for the franchise as a whole, I guess.
Alrighty. And now I just want to give a bit of a backstory or my history with Pokemon, when I got started, what was the first game I played. And like many people, my first game was Pokemon Red. I didn't even own it I didn't even own it. I was borrowing it from my friend, so he had already started the game, actually, and I didn't even get a traditional starter like most people. My very first Pokemon I ever used was a Sandshrew.
Oh, great.
And now...
That's why you like Sandshrew?
This is why I love Sandshrew. Have I never explained this?
No.
Really?
Actually, you really haven't.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that is the story of that. That is why I love Sandshrew and Sandslash so much, is because it literally was my first Pokemon.
But his Alolan form?
His Alolan form is great.
No,
it sucks.
No, it has horrible typing. It's literally like the worst typing.
It's a fun typing.
No, it's not.
But it's bad.
Okay.
But I agree.
Well, to each his own, buddy.
But I like the regular Sandslash the best.
I started with Leaf Green myself. I remember it's kind of a weird story. I remember playing it specifically. I got it in the mall, and I had a Game Boy Advance SP. I think that's what it came out on, correct?
Yeah.
Or
the SP was like the advanced version of the.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it did come out for GBA. Yep. Sorry. Well, I had one of them, so I remember my mom bought it for me, and I would put it in. But I was really good at we were in the mall, but I was good at walking and doing something at the same time. So I was playing.
I am not.
I was playing Leaf Green, following behind my mom, and I didn't run into anything. And I remember playing it. I picked Bulbasaur, because Bulbasaur's. We're not gonna get into that.
You're a blasphemer.
What?
He's
a
just
good
kidding.
starter.
I love all three of them.
Whatever you say.
We should talk about the history of Pokemon leading up to where we are now.
Yeah.
After Pokemon Red, naturally went to Yellow, because that was out next, and then that when it was ready to come out, I got Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Crystal after that, and then fell out of touch with Pokemon.
We both had falling outs. Yep. Mine was I played Pokemon Black. I think I played it most of the way through, if not all the way through.
Pokemon Black 2 are very good story-wise. Very good story-wise.
I know. I need to play them with you. I'm aware. But then I fell out during Gen 6 completely. I picked up Sun and Moon very briefly when they first came out. But then...
Yep. And you had zero... This is around the time where we met and became friends. Zero interest in doing any competitive.
You're not wrong. Well, I wasn't interested in the games that much. But
right.
I did.
And then you caught on quick. It's crazy how fast you caught on how to EV train.
Oh,
I guess that's very easy in Sun and Moon, but
yeah. It's been probably over the past year and a half or so. I got so much back into it. I still watch like all the Cybertron Road to Rank videos, stuff like that now.
Yep.
It's just very interesting to me. I like math. That's my major. So.
Math. Yep. But then I found third gen by complete accident.
Oh, I remember the story.
Complete accident. I was a bad kid and I was emulating because who has money when you're that young?
Hey, Andy, emulating is God's work.
Right. But then I found Ruby and Sapphire. It was Sapphire I played and whatnot, and I remember looking at it and seeing all these new Pokemon. It said it was a Pokemon game, and I was like, man, this ROM hack is really good. And so then I played it. I played it all the way through, and I was like, wow, that was really good. And then come to find out,
well,
like a dummy, it was a real game.
Yeah, but how did you not know this beforehand?
Because I didn't look it up at all. I was just.
I mean, that's fair.
I just looked online for Pokemon ROMs because I was playing ROMs before. What was it called?
What year was this, Andy?
2003.
I see.
2003, 2004, something like that. And then also I remember seeing Fire Red or Leaf Green, and it hadn't come out in America yet. It was still only out in Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And so then I downloaded that, and there was English translations. And again, I was like, wow, this is a really good ROM hack of that other game.
Wow.
And then come to find out, then I found my favorite website in the world, which pretty much confirmed everything was actually legit, was Cerebi.net.
Yeah.
And
huge shout out to Joe and Merrick. He both in a lot of work.
Yes, I love that man.
He's so cool.
I have no idea who he is, but I love him anyway.
What? Oh yeah, we gotta get Andy a Twitter, everyone. We've been debating this very heavily.
I'm gonna get one.
I know you should.
Stop.
But yeah, Joe Merrick is a really good person in the Pokemon community. He puts a lot of time and effort into what he does, which I really appreciate because that's the best laid out website for Pokemon stuff by far, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah. Do you want to discuss anything about like what do you like using on your team? Like what Pokemon stand out to you?
Generally when I am building my team, I used to be, before I started doing competitive stuff, I used to be hyper offense.
That's what you gotta do.
Hyper offense. Like everything was a glass cannon. Everything was speedy. Everything hit hard. If you didn't hit hard, I took you off my team.
Andy, that's how it is. Every time you play through, it's just like the common problem of like, what 4 attack moves do I put on this Pokemon?
Right, but I mean, there's no walls. There's nothing with high defense. Everything has like infinite stat spread, which is great unless you don't KO it.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, like my favorite generation is Generation 4. When I when I first played Platinum, my team was, from what I remember, was Infernape, Weavile, Garchomp because he was broken, Togekiss, Electivire, and a 6th unknown member that I don't remember off the top of my head.
The HM Slave, baby.
That's rude.
That's literally what they are. You ever heard of Linoon?
He's my second favorite Pokemon.
Oh, that's really good content, Andy. Thank you.
I actually really like Linoon. I always feel bad making him the HM slave whenever I play 3rd gen.
Bro, he's just a sock with legs.
You're upsetting all the Linoon fans out there. How do you feel?
Oh, sorry to all 3 of you.
They're all gonna listen to this. They're gonna be very upset at you. There goes our 3 subscribers.
Yeah, exactly. Come to find out, like that was our whole fan base.
Right.
The Linoon fan club. They're gonna cancel us.
Yep.
Yeah. I think for all my teams, I mostly used. I remember, Well, you always have to have your starter for sure. You gotta put that on every team.
Absolutely.
I do not remember what I used. It's been a long time since I played my first Pokemon games. I do remember using. I recently played through Crystal, and I really liked Lapras. He was a lot of fun to use. I think in 4th gen, that was like probably my second Pokemon game was Pokemon Pearl. I remember, I don't remember exactly what I used. I know I used Infernape because it's Infernape. But I remember taking out Cynthia. I remember where I was. I do not remember what I used. Oh, I used Shinx. What you call
Luxray?
it? Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, what a cool Pokemon.
Luxray is very
Good design. It's got stars. He
Yes.
does indeed have those.
He tells the truth and nothing but the truth, ladies and gentlemen. So Anthony,
Yeah.
the hard-hitting questions that everybody wants to know.
Dying to know, I'm sure.
What is your favorite Pokemon?
Andy knows this for sure. I'm gonna have to say it's
But I'm
either
not everybody else.
Alakazam, or Celesteela.
He's a Gen 1er, clearly.
Yeah, Celesteela, my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. Yep.
I was saying that before you said it.
Well, you don't worry about that. All right. Anyway, Alakazam. I always thought he had a really cool design. For one, he gains spoons as he gains evolutions. Dude, his Mega Evolution, they just went ham with the spoons. I'm a big
Like
real.
all the spoons. Do you know what you can do with spoons? Eat ice cream. That's right.
Yeah. Good. All right. Great. We're on a search for good content. This is what we're here for.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So, Mega Alakazam hits hard. Me and Andy will play OU on Smogon, and one time I 1v6 his entire team with a Mega Alakazam. This is like twice,
It
actually.
was very upsetting.
Do you have
Like,
anything to say for yourself?
I'm sad.
and then I accidentally didn't psychic your Venusaur,
Yeah.
your Mega Venusaur, and then
Didn't.
it almost killed it. I was at like 1% or something. Anyway, yeah, Celesteela just because thick boy, very large, very very large and circular. Plus, I like steel Pokemon a lot because
Steel Pokemon are very nice. I do like them.
there's defensive monsters. Boy.
Well, except for my favorite Pokemon, which is a Steel type and a Fighting type.
Yeah.
Guesses? Lucario. I'm a basic boy. I absolutely love that Jackal Man.
Yeah, I don't
He's-
know what he is.
I think he's supposed to be. What's that Egyptian?
Ra.
No,
Ra?
not the sun god. The
I'm thinking of
Anubis. Anubis. Yeah,
That's
I
his
think I
name.
believe that is what Lucario is based off.
I will say,
Anubis.
Andy, I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. I'm
Anubai.
gonna put you on the spot right now.
Go for it. Nope.
If you if you like Lucario so much, why is Greninja your main in Smash?
Because I'm very bad with Lucario.
He's
I
slow
also
and he's not that good of a character.
I also
feel.
fly off the screen way too much when I use extreme speed.
This is not wrong.
You know,
This does happen.
I mean, even though I like Greninja the most, my best character in Smash is not a Pokemon. It is Link.
That's true. I forgot you play Link.
I do play Link. Adult Link. Get out of here with that Toon Link. Jay.
Yeah, we have a friend that plays a lot of Toon Link, and he's really good, just naturally. And then if we ask him for, I'm not even gonna get into who Jay is really because
Maybe he'll get on here one day with us, and he will.
that would be legendary.
He,
If we could get Jay on the podcast.
my God, his responses will be the best.
Yeah, you'll see what we mean if he ever comes on. You guys will be making a compilation of Jay moments,
It's not wrong.
epic Jay moments
Epic
from
Jay
the
moments.
Hidden Power podcast.
Yes, assuming we get subscribers, which also is a big goal for us here on the Hidden Power podcast.
You're not
is
wrong.
we would like to get.
Are we begging for subscribers
Well,
on
I'm not
episode
begging.
1, Andrew?
I'm not. This is episode 0.
Oh, so we're fine. We can
We're
beg for
fine.
subscribers all we want. That's good.
This is all good.
Yeah, but we also want to post Let's Plays and stuff like that. We might do a Soul Link. If that sounds interesting to you guys, I think that would be a lot of fun.
It does sound a lot of fun.
There's
I have a huge Soul Link void in my heart.
This is not wrong. we will skirt around that topic for very obvious reasons.
Correct.
But we might do something like that. We're gonna make layouts, stuff like that. I don't know which game we're gonna do it for first. We've tried to do one before in our own private time, and every time it went pretty badly.
Poorly. We are bad Nuzlocke.
You're not wrong.
We will practice.
Yeah,
Maybe.
we'll get it down.
Yes.
But yeah, we want to do stuff like that. We want to. I think the podcast is probably going to be our biggest endeavor for now because.
It just requires us talking.
Yeah, and we don't have to worry about this stuff yet. We have yet to buy an Elgato. We're gonna buy some editing software soon, screen recording stuff like that. So in the future there will be more projects in the works, and I'm hopefully not gonna have to go back on that, and that's the goal really.
Yes.
Just to get off the ground right now.
Right.
This is probably gonna be our lowest quality podcast of them all. I mean, given that it's us, it'll probably be okay at best.
Yeah. This is gold right here.
Yeah, this is. We really hit the gold mine
I've hit my
so
ceiling
far.
already.
Yeah, you guys
Can
having
only
fun
go
yet?
Can only go down from here, my friends.
But I think it would be really cool eventually if like I had, because right now we're not in a situation where we can like record like, focus on that as our main thing. I think it'd be cool eventually if we got a room that we could, frequent or call an office, if that makes sense, depending on how big this gets, because it'd be much more convenient. It'd probably sound better. Get mics with more kitten. What the heck? What am I thinking of? What is the phrase I'm thinking
You
of?
used it earlier.
The mics with more bells and whistles. That's what I was getting at. There we go.
That's fair.
Yeah, stuff like that. I don't know. This might not even make it to the podcast. Who knows?
Right.
Do you have anything to add? Or is that a pretty good summary of our channel?
For now, this sounds like I feel like we've laid out what we want to do. Got to know us a little bit more, or better.
Yeah.
At all, I guess. You guys had no idea who we were before this.
You might have.
Right.
Hi, Mom. Okay.
Yep. So.
Yep. This is probably been episode 0 of the Pokemon podcast. I'd like to thank you for listening. If you listened all the 20 minutes or however long this was, but thank you so much, guys. Bye, friends.
Thank you much. Bye, friends.